Hey guys, what's going on? My name is... What have I done? Uh, there we go. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gabriel, and today we're here back with the next part of the top 50 roller coasters list. As you can see here, those are all the parks I've been to. Just go back to the previous video, I explained everything, explained all the rules, all that sort of stuff, how this list works. And without further ado, let's get into a recap real quick. So number 50, Super Duper Looper. Number 49, Joker. 48, Sidewinder. 47, Laugh Track. 46, Blue Streak. 45, Comet. 44, Green Lantern. 43, Gemini. 42, Scorpion. 41, Possessed. And now getting into the top 40, which is what you should be here for. We're doing from 40 to 31 here. And number 40 is Wicked Twister, the other Intamin Impulse coaster I've ridden. Last video was Possessed, as you just passed. And I do like Wicked Twister more, just because it's taller pretty much. They're pretty much the same experience, but I do like having the twirly spikes on both sides, so that's fun. And overall, I don't know, I think I just got better rides on this one. Maybe it was smoother or something? I don't know, but I remember liking Wicked Twister more, so that's the one I'm going with. Number 40, Wicked Twister. Not the best ride in the world, but not bad. I could see this leaving Cedar Point at some point soon, because I assume it probably has some high maintenance costs, but at the same time you can't really do much in that amount of space, so it might stay for a while. We'll see. Coming in at number 39 is the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. There we go. Now, this is actually an underrated coaster. A lot of people like to hate on it, bash on it, say it's boring. I don't think that. Now, I will say, the last time I went to Universal Studios, I was disappointed with it, because I believe I sat in the 5th row. See that one there? That's where I sat. Because I really didn't get much airtime, and the only reason I was disappointed is because I sat in this seat here the time before that, and I went the first time I rode Rip Ride Rocket, which I had low expectations for because I didn't hear much about it, and then it blew my expectations out of the water. I'm like, whoa, this is actually a really good coaster. And the reason for that I assume, is because you get some really good pops of airtime when you're getting into the mid-course, the breaks. There are so many of them, but it gives so many airtime moments, it's insane when you sit in the front part. But when you're sitting in the back, in general, when you're going down the back, it's more about the drop, and you don't get much airtime on the drops out of the mid-courses, but you do entering them. So I recommend sitting more as much towards the front as you possibly can, rather than the back, because the front is definitely better. And I assume, hopefully, when I get to go back to this park, and hopefully I'll get a front row ride, or as close to the front as possible, front or second, either one would be good, and I get to experience that airtime again, because that was pretty dang good. The other reason it's at 39 is because it's not the most thrilling coaster. The pacing is really weird, with how many freaking brakes are on this thing. Oh my gosh, so many mid-course brakes, but I get it. It's a popular park. You gotta have a lot of trains on this thing. And it honestly doesn't do that well for capacity of the trains themselves. That's why you gotta have a lot of them, so that makes sense. Also, what the frig is this? Why do you have a vertical... Oh, my headphones just shut down. Come on, headphones, work please. Headphones. Headphones. Alright, thank you, headphones. Headphones are good now. Alright. What's weird about it is that you have a vertical lift hill, but not a vertical drop. I've never seen a coaster that does that, other than this one. What the frick is up with that? That just makes no sense to me. But, other than that, it's a fun ride. I don't think it's much more than a fun ride, though. It's not intense or anything like that, but it is fun, and it does give a decent amount of airtime. Enough about Rip Ride Rocket. Moving on to number 38, which is Journey to Atlantis at SeaWorld Orlando. Yeah, a lot of question mark on the stats there, but hey, that's just true. You know what? This is actually a really enjoyable ride. As a roller coaster, it's not that good, because at the end of the day, Journey to Atlantis is a water ride more than anything, I would say. But it is still technically a roller coaster. And if this were maybe a list not on roller coasters, it would be probably higher. But because, again, it's a roller coaster and it doesn't feel like one. However, at the end, there is a roller coaster section, and that's really cool, because I didn't actually know about that, and then I experienced it. It was like, whoa, that was awesome. Dang it, I kind of just spoiled it for you guys. I know I feel bad, but yeah, there you go. Journey to Atlantis, really fun ride. Not the best coaster, but a great ride, and definitely one I recommend when you go to SeaWorld Orlando. Coming in at number 37 is Superman Ultimate Flight. Now, this is a good coaster, mainly just because of the flying sensation. Flying is so much fun on a roller coaster. It's one of 2 flying coasters I've been on, and this thing is great. Well, no, it's not great. It's good. Mainly because I started comparing it to the other one I've ridden. I'm like, yeah, that one's a lot better. But hey, Superman is still a fun ride. There are definitely better coasters in the park, but still good. It's just a fun ride at the end of the day. It's kind of short, but it's just fun at the end of the day. It's really all you need from a coaster like this. Just have fun on a ride, and that's what Superman Ultimate Flight is. Coming in at number 36 is Rougarou. This is probably gonna get some people mad, because I know a lot of people say this thing is really intense and everything, that they really like it. But my problem with Rougarou is, granted, I did sit in the middle. That might be a problem. If I sat maybe towards more the front and the back, I would like it more. But the problem is, I didn't really feel any forces on this ride. It felt forceless to me. It felt just like every other floorist I've ridden, but probably a bit worse, in my opinion, because well, look at where you are. You're at Cedar Point. If you're not going to do much for me, then I'm going to go ride something else. There are much better rides at Cedar Point, in my opinion. And yes, Rougarou very much does get overshadowed at this park. And maybe if I rode in the front row or the back row, I'd like it more. But until then, Rougarou's staying at this spot here, and when I ride more coasters, it'll probably go down. Coming in at number 35 is Batman the Ride. Now, a lot of people think this thing is awesome and one of the best inwards. I'm not quite there. Now, this thing is insanely intense, I'll give it that. Batman the Ride is freaking intense. It is insane. However, the problems I have with it are that it's short. It is a short ride. However, that's not my main problem. My main problem is I sat in the back row one time, and it was rough, man. And, I got my head jostled a decent amount on that ride. So, if you sit towards the front, it's decent. It's not too rough. It's a little rough. It's a bit rattly. But it's not too bad. But you sit towards the back. Prepare to have a bit of a headache by the end. Because I did. So, the roughness is sort of the main thing that takes away from it. But also, it's a short ride. I'm not sure intensity is as much my thing as some other things like airtime or in general fun. You go on roller coasters to have fun at the end of the day. So, yeah, number 35, Batman the Ride. However, I do like a good insane coaster. Coming in at number 34 is Revenge of the Mummy. Again, this doesn't feel as much like a roller coaster as it does a dark ride, but it still feels like a roller coaster because it has some roller coaster portions. And those roller coaster portions are quite fun. Now, this kind of has the same sort of situation as I did with Rip Ride Rocket, in that the first time I rode it, there was this one airtime pop. It was insane. It was so good. I was so high on this ride after that. I thought it was awesome. I actually thought it was the best coaster in Universal Orlando Resort when I first went there. Then again, it was pre-Hagrid's. But then I rode it again, and I didn't really feel any airtime. I don't know what it was that gave me airtime, because I'm pretty sure I sat in the same row. But I don't know. That was weird. I don't know why I didn't get the same sort of experience. Maybe it's just because I had higher expectations, and when I first went, I didn't have very high expectations. I don't know. All I know is this is still a really good ride. Perfect fit for this park, and just, fun freaking ride. Definitely recommend it. Coming in at number 33 is Cobras Curse. Yes, this was the other spinning coaster I was talking about when we were talking about Laugh Track before. Now, Cobras Curse is honestly really underrated. It's such a fun ride. It's not intense or airtime filled or anything like that. Again, it's just pure fun, similar to Superman, but I actually find this more fun. It spins, it goes backwards. It's the perfect family coaster. I mean, you can't go wrong with this ride. The theming's great. I mean, this is the perfect ride for Busch Gardens Tampa, and the perfect ride for families. Everyone can enjoy this ride. Even people that aren't crazy about roller coasters could probably still enjoy this because it doesn't go too fast, it doesn't spin too much, not too tall. I mean, it's the perfect combo. It's the perfect. Cobras Curse is pretty much the best a family coaster can get. That's how I sort of think of it. Cobras Curse is the perfect family coaster. At least, probably the best one that I've ridden. Coming in at number 32 is Valraven. Now, a lot of people like to hate on this thing. I'm just gonna be clear. Also, I'm not a very big fan of dive coasters. Being on dive coasters, they kind of just feel like one-trick ponies to me. But a lot of people like to say, "Oh, this ride sucks. One of the worst at Cedar Point." Blah, blah, blah. It's not one of the worst at Cedar Point. It's a good coaster. Okay, it has. Say what you will, but those drops are great. They really are. Now, those are the only great things about it, but those drops are freaking awesome. I sat in the back row, got whipped, got some great airtime. And when I first rode this, I hadn't ridden any other dive coaster. I have since then, but yeah, Valraven, freaking great ride. Because, well, not great ride, really good ride. The vest restraints personally don't bother me. Well, I'm a pretty skinny dude, so that might help, but the vest restraints don't bother me at all, honestly. And I thought they worked well with the ride, and yeah, the drops were great. It's just nothing else was great. Even that roll that I heard so many people talking about as the best part, it wasn't that good. Maybe it's because I was sitting in the back and that's where you would get the least hang time, but it wasn't that great. But the drops were good enough to put it at number 32. The drops are that good, especially that first one. And also I went with pretty low expectations, so that helped. There you go, number 32, Valraven. And now for the final roller coaster being shown in this video, and that is... shoot, what is it? Honestly, I forgot. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, that's what it is. Again, similar to Revenge of the Mummy, not really a roller coaster, but even more so than Revenge of the Mummy. Because this really feels like an all-out dark ride. Actually, no, this is probably my favorite family coaster. This definitely is my favorite family coaster. But, yeah, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, it's an amazing ride. Amazing coaster, wouldn't go that far. It's a good coaster. Just as a coaster, it's not that good. But as a ride, as an overall experience, awesome. Awesome ride. And I do wish maybe there were a few more roller coaster sections to the ride, but other than that, great ride. I love Harry Potter. Well, I haven't read the books. Well, I've read the first one, but haven't read the rest of them. Watched all the movies though. I love Harry Potter. So, yeah, there you go. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is number 31, and we're gonna end the video here now. That was part 2 of this top 50 roller coaster countdown. We will have the next video uploaded soon, and then the final 2 will be uploaded the next day. Because as of right now, this is Wednesday for me. I will be uploading part 1, 2, and 3 on Thursday, or for you guys today. And then I'll be uploading parts 4 and 5 on Friday, or for you guys tomorrow. So there you go, guys. That's gonna end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please continue watching this series. Please leave a like if you did. It would help out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.